After reading this book, I'm no longer a Julia Fox fan. I'm going to tell you the good, the bad, and the ugly. So here's the good. The book is a page turner. So much is happening so quickly at all times, and it's also messy and bizarre and dangerous that it weaves into your brain and you become super curious as to how it's all going to turn out. I quit the book like 4 times, but just kept coming back to it because I was like, I need to know what shit she's going to get into next. The second good thing about the book is that she's brutally honest. But I'm not sure if it's because she's a genuinely authentic person or she just lacks self-awareness as to how everything in this book makes her look. Now here is the bad. This book needed an editor, and her choice not to employ one is just another bad decision in a line of many. She launches into stories without telling the reader what year it is, how old she is, and doesn't set up the scene at all whatsoever. She introduces characters suddenly and randomly, and often never describes what they look like, what they act like, what they mean to her. Out of nowhere, she'll just be like, me and Sarah went to the VIP lounge and we shot up and then Sarah died. And you're thinking, who the hell is Sarah? So all of that just made it really hard to follow at times. Too many characters, too many settings. Sometimes you jump a few years ahead and not even realize that you skipped a few years. The second bad thing is that the book is a really difficult read. I'm not even an anxious or nervous person, but I found my stomach turning a lot at different parts of this book. There's so much abuse, sexual abuse, drug use, and no self-reflection, no self-awareness, no insight, just pure drugged out, reckless hedonism, page after page after page after page. The third bad thing is I'm just not sure what the point or the moral of this whole story was. She's only 33 years old, and the memoir ends abruptly after her short little fling with Kanye West, which honestly wasn't even that bad. I could see why Kanye was turned off, honestly. She's a mess, and so are her friends. Unfortunately, this book changed my entire perception of Julia Fox, and I just can't see her as the same person anymore. She presents as intelligent, calm, poised, confident in real life and on TikTok and in interviews, when in reality she's anything but. The book shows her to be a desperate, self-destructive, insecure pick-me who constantly enmeshes herself with the most deranged and damaged people and then finds herself surprised when the relationships implode. So much of her behavior is impulsive and risky, and she never seems to grow or reflect or improve in any area. I'm like truly shocked that she's not dead or in jail. I have sympathy for the fact that she had the most neglectful, unbothered parents of all time, but 12 chapters full of idiotic choices, one right after the other, just compounds the trauma. I truly don't believe in making life more difficult for yourself. All in all, I give the book 2.5 stars. It was riveting. All things considered, it was well written. I'm surprised she even remembered all the details of all these mind-boggling stories and characters and events. But it definitely needed to be cleaned up. And it really would have been nice to hear from Julia herself why she was making some of these decisions, what her mindset was when she was making some of these decisions. It could very well be that there was no self-reflection in the book because that's just not a characteristic that Julia Fox herself has. Anyway, the book was trash and I'd pass.